It looks like somebody else came to the same conclusion, but there's no bull in this field.
Take the bucket for that.
Hey, we found some trail magic on let's start again. Hey, we found some trail magic in the UK. They're raising money for the RSPCA, so Mick's gonna, I'll say, hang on.
Mick! Mick! Mick!
Right, hang on, let's do it again. From this, from behind us. Right.
Mick!
No, I'm taking the mic.
Used a lot of friends this weekend.
The Radcliffes were the Earls of Derwent and the Barons of Tynedale. Have
I just taking in, eh?
no. The Radcliffes were the Earls of Derwent and the Baron of Tynedale. James Radcliffe, the third Earl of Derwent, was heavily involved in the 1715 Jacob. The Radcliffes were the Earls of Derwent and Baron of Tynedale.
Radcliffes. Sorry, that's it. I've heard this loads of times. Can you tell me one more time, just for...
Okay, the Radcliffes were the Earls of Derwent and the Baron of Tynedale. James Radcliffe, the third Earl of Derwent, was heavily involved in the 1715 Jacobite uprising and later fled to France after they were defeated in the 1716 Battle of Preston. But I don't want to say that. The Radcliffes were the Earls of Derwent. The Radcliffes were the Earls of Derwent and Baron of Tynedale. James Radcliffe, the third Earl of Derwent, was heavily involved in the 1715 Jacobite uprising and later fled to France after it was
France is quite hard to say, actually. Later fled to France. Later fled to France.
Later fled to France. It's a tongue twister, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, later moved to France. Ran away to France. Escaped to France.
The Radcliffes escaped to France, that's a good one.
Radcliffes?
Yeah, the Radcliffes were the Earls of Derwent and Baron of Tynedale. James Radcliffe, the third Earl, was heavily involved in the 1715 Jacobite uprising. After they were defeated in 1716, he fled to France. Given the English throne to Lady Jane Grey and preached that Mary and Elizabeth were In 1553, he signed the letters of patent giving the English throne to Lady Grange. Would seem I've lost Neil. He said he was going to the pub and I haven't seen him since. Ah man. So was it properly charging me, was it?
Oh, it was. Like you wouldn't believe. And then I sprinted on, then it stopped. Looked at you again, and then sprinted. And what's crazy about it, I didn't really hear it. I thought you'd hear the hooves. But it was quite silent, to be honest. It was more scary than what I thought. My heart rate more. I don't know what your heart rate went up to, probably more than mine, but I think mine was about 120 each. You were big over the fence, mind.
Aye, well.
Did you cut your nuts?
No, I was fine. I was fine first time, like the first couple of times I charged it was like alright, but then when we ran out the hill,
yeah.
And then when it started proper on charging, that was a different story. Had to jump the fence for that one.
He was terrified. Absolutely terrified. You should have seen
no,
the terror in his face.
I jumped back over once it was a
once
little
the
bit more
danger
distant.
passed. Yeah. Once the farmer came and rescued him.
Aye, right. We were just commenting about that really nice couple who let us through the garden because there's a right of way. And I was busy saying that when it's somebody nice like that, you don't mind going around their garden, even though the right way goes through it. But it's when people get really nasty and militant about it that you just want to walk through their garden out of spite. But I was just saying to Neil there that you get a lot of people who are, oh, this is just going to be a bloody hole. No, I'm on it.
But also the coffee shop, the White Monk,
Yeah.
that looked really good. All homemade cakes and looks like good coffee, good soup.
The White Monk's been going for a long time as well. I used to get dragged there as a kid.
He spent his childhood and life in Blanchland, it seems.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Blanchland.
I didn't know this. This is new information to me. This is, you never told me about that.
Well, there was no need to, was there?
It's all coming out now. The more you walk with someone, the more you get to know. Isn't it a banana?
I don't quite get why they've got bananas on it. It's a gun and a crescent moon and bananas.
Though reduced in scale, still create a shocking sense of violence. The bananas both symbolise the crudity of warfare as a potential stumbling block, something to slip upon. And remind us that food is essential to survival, as is multinational cooperation. Bananas a stumbling block, a folly.
Yeah. Okay. So we've explained the bananas. Obviously the crescent moon is Islam, but I don't see the cross. I don't see any crosses.
It does mention the cross.
Yeah. Unless that's fallen off or something.
Is it where the rifle intersects the moon on something?
I don't think that's...
Anyway, we're hikers, we're not art historians and things like that.
True.
We're not even back with hiking stories. We're more a couple of like bogans walking through. Burn him!
I'm stuck! And you do the duck. You do the... because I'm supposed to be the serious one, aren't I? So... you do the... I'm stuck. You need to hold the fire brigade. Yeah, it's like Beamish.
Oh, right now.
After 1760... After his defeat, he was charged with treason and forfeited all his lands. Yeah, that didn't sound good, did it? Neil's done all the research on the oven and he wants to tell you all about it.
So this is Corbridge's communal oven. It was
in 1861 the engine house was converted into flats for miners after it was no longer in use. Oh, hang on. That's just crap. In the middle of nowhere. Yeah, Neil's been all nostalgic about Blanchland, the place where time stood still and all that kind of stuff. Actually, Blanchland is quite modern. It's 18th century. It's just about every single building there was either built or modified in the 18th century. By the Forster family, actually. So
quite old though.
it's old looking. Yeah, in 18th century, yeah, okay, fair enough. 18th century still quite old, but
Newer than the Metro Centre. Or older than the Metro Centre.
but it's not as old as what the Abbey was when the Abbey used to be there. I mean, the Abbey was 12th century, you know, 1100s.
Anyway, get to my awesome recommendation.
Well, that's the reason why we came to Blanchland. So, Bonnie, how have you liked the walk? You
like
did
it?
like it, did you?
Can you wag your tail if you liked it?